The era of US dominance is fading, replaced by a more complex multipolar world. The BRICS bloc, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has evolved into a powerful coalition, challenging the old order with real economic and strategic clout. By creating their own financial institutions and promoting trade in local currencies, BRICS is building a parallel system that reduces reliance on the US dollar. The bloc's rapid expansion, now spanning Asia, Africa, South America, and even Europe, signals a dramatic shift in global power. As BRICS grows, it's not just about countering the West, it's about forging a new, more balanced world order. In a historic twist, 2 European nations have applied for full BRICS membership, shaking the foundations of the traditional Western alliance. Their move reflects a desire for greater autonomy and a pragmatic recognition of shifting global power. For these countries, joining BRICS isn't about abandoning the West, but about diversifying partnerships and securing a voice in the new global economy. The applications are under review, with each BRICS member holding veto power, making admission far from certain. If accepted, these European members would transform BRICS into a truly global institution, blurring the old East-West divide. The world is watching. This is more than economics, it's a fundamental reshaping of geopolitics. The next chapter in global power is being written right now. The BRICS alliance underwent a dramatic transformation at the 2024 Kazan summit, marking a pivotal moment in its history. For the first time, 4 new countries, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates, were welcomed into the fold. This expansion was more than symbolic. It extended BRICS' influence deep into the Middle East and Africa, regions that are increasingly central to global trade, energy, and geopolitics. The inclusion of these nations brought fresh perspectives, new resources, and a broader diplomatic reach, signaling BRICS' ambition to become a truly global force. The momentum didn't stop there. Indonesia, Southeast Asia's largest economy and a key player in the global south, is set to join in 2025. With Indonesia's entry, BRICS Plus will represent an even greater share of the world's population and economic output, now accounting for 45% of humanity and over a third of global GDP. This makes the group not just a coalition of emerging markets, but a powerhouse with the potential to shape the future of international economics and politics. The expanded bloc now commands about 30% of global oil production, giving it unprecedented leverage in the world's energy markets. With major oil producers like Russia, Iran, and the UAE on board, BRICS Plus can influence prices, negotiate new trade deals, and set the agenda for energy security in ways that were previously unimaginable. Recognizing the need for flexibility, BRICS also introduced a new partner country status. This allows nations such as Belarus, Bolivia, and Vietnam to align themselves with the group's goals and participate in key initiatives without the obligations of full membership. It's a strategic move that opens the door to collaboration with a wider range of countries. This multi-layered approach enables BRICS to experiment with new partnerships, build trust, and gradually expand its influence. By engaging with partner countries, the bloc can test the waters, share expertise, and amplify its voice at major global forums like the G20 and the United Nations. The growing list of partners and applicants is a testament to BRICS's rising appeal. More countries are expressing interest in joining or collaborating than ever before, drawn by the promise of a more balanced, multipolar world order. BRICS is evolving from a club of emerging economies into a new center of global gravity, one that challenges traditional power structures and offers an alternative vision for international cooperation. As the circle of BRICS Plus continues to widen, the world is watching closely. The next chapter in global leadership may well be written here. For decades, Europe's path seemed straightforward: align with the West, follow the lead of the United States, and integrate deeper into the European Union and NATO. This approach brought stability and prosperity for many years, shaping the continent's political and economic landscape. But, in recent years, the world's economic engine has shifted eastward. BRICS Plus, a bloc of emerging economies led by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has become a major driver of global growth, challenging the dominance of traditional Western powers. For smaller European economies, the prospect of joining BRICS Plus opens up new opportunities. Access to vast BRICS markets and the resources of the new development bank could help fund much-needed infrastructure projects and fuel economic development, often without the strict conditions or political strings attached that sometimes come with Western aid. Politically, joining BRICS offers a chance for greater strategic autonomy. In a world that's becoming increasingly multipolar, European nations see value in hedging their bets, building relationships beyond their traditional allies, and having a say in shaping new global norms. This isn't about turning their backs on old friends. Instead, it's about gaining leverage, expanding their options, and securing a seat at the table where the rules of tomorrow's world are being written. Meanwhile, internal turmoil in the West, rising populism, economic uncertainty, and the America First approach has made relying solely on traditional partners feel riskier than before. Many Europeans worry about being caught in the crossfire of great power competition, or left behind by shifting alliances. As a result, European leaders are actively diversifying their partnerships, seeking new sources of stability, investment, and opportunity in a rapidly changing world. BRICS, with its emphasis on development, mutual respect, and national sovereignty, is becoming an increasingly attractive alternative for those looking to chart their own course. For many European nations, joining BRICS isn't just a bold move, it's a pragmatic response to an unpredictable era, offering hope for a more balanced and resilient future. Turkey's failed bid to join BRICS is a cautionary tale for nations straddling East and West. Despite initial enthusiasm, Turkey's NATO membership and its conflict with India over Pakistan doomed its application. India's veto, fueled by accusations of Turkish support for Pakistan, made approval impossible. Other BRICS members were wary of admitting a NATO country, fearing it would undermine the bloc's mission to build an alternative to the Western order. Turkey was offered partner status but declined, caught between skeptical BRICS members and US pressure. The lesson joining BRICS means navigating not just economics, but deep geopolitical rivalries. BRICS Plus is no longer simply asking for reform, it's actively building a parallel system that challenges the very foundations of the Western-led global order. What began as a call for fairer representation has evolved into a bold effort to reshape the rules of international engagement by settling trade in local currencies and financing development without the usual Western conditions. The bloc is steadily eroding the dominance of the US dollar. This shift is giving countries, especially those in the global South, new options for economic partnership and growth, reducing their dependence on Western financial institutions and opening doors to more equitable trade. Politically, BRICS Plus nations are coordinating their efforts to push for a truly multipolar world. They're calling for comprehensive UN reform, demanding a greater voice for emerging economies, and presenting a united front on issues ranging from climate change to global security. This growing solidarity is making it harder for traditional powers to dictate the global agenda. With its recent expansion, the bloc now represents a vast swath of the global South, encompassing billions of people and a significant share of global GDP. This new reality directly challenges the G7's narrative and its long-standing influence over international institutions. The inclusion of European applicants into BRICS Plus shatters the illusion of a unified West. It signals that even within Europe, there's a growing appetite for alternatives to the status quo, complicating transatlantic coordination and raising questions about the future of Western alliances. If Europe begins to align with BRICS Plus on key global issues, the G7's ability to set the rules of the international system will be seriously weakened. This could lead to a fragmentation of global governance, with new alliances and rivalries emerging. The tectonic plates of power are shifting beneath our feet, and the old order that has dominated for decades is rapidly fading. The world is witnessing a profound transformation in how power is distributed and exercised. As these changes accelerate, the world is entering uncharted territory, where uncertainty reigns and the future of global leadership is up for grabs. BRICS is far from unified. Its members have divergent interests and visions for the bloc's future. China and Russia push for a strong anti-Western stance and rapid expansion, while India and Brazil prefer a balanced approach, wary of alienating the US and Europe. Every new member must win unanimous approval, making the process a diplomatic minefield. A candidate's ties to the West, and especially to the US or NATO, are scrutinized. Turkey's failed bid is a prime example. Recent expansions reflect careful balancing. New members like Egypt and Iran add strategic weight without alienating moderates. The partner country status lets BRICS grow its influence without full commitment. For European applicants, success depends on convincing every member their inclusion strengthens, not destabilizes, the bloc. BRICS' future hinges on managing these internal tensions. The global order is being rewritten with BRICS Plus at the center of this transformation. The bloc's expansion into Europe could mark a definitive break from Cold War-era alliances, encouraging more nations to diversify their foreign policies. But this shift may provoke backlash from the US and EU, risking new divisions within Europe itself. BRICS Plus must now deliver real benefits, efficient lending, effective cooperation, and genuine alternatives to the Western system. Internal disputes, like India-China tensions, could threaten the group's cohesion. The old Western-led system isn't vanishing, but it must now share the stage with a powerful new actor. The challenge for global leaders is to manage this transition peacefully and build a more representative, equitable world. The future is being shaped now by many hands across many continents.